What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the Friday Review, our new weekly breakdown series we are running every Friday before we jump into the requested live stream. We basically break down all the latest news, all the latest goings on in and around the world of the genres that we cover here on the channel. So Afrobeats, dancehall, amapiano, everything in those kind of areas. And I'm very excited to dive into today's discussions. We're going to be looking at chart positions. We're going to be looking at new releases. We're going to be looking at updates for the channel as well, which we will actually start with. We've got some very exciting updates to talk about here on the channel. We're going to be getting into these. First up, we have got a very interesting news piece that we put together, breaking down Ayra Starr's potential collaboration with Tion Wayne and J.I. Tion Wayne based here in the UK, J.I. based in New York, I believe. She's currently in the UK, as is Oxlade, I believe, as well. So there's a bit of an international theme going on at the moment, which is really exciting to see. I'm very interested to see how that develops. Of course, we put together a bit of a preview for the new Rema album, which we will dive into very shortly. We also put together a 5 underrated releases of 2022 so far Cubcast episode. Do go and check that out. There's some bangers in there that I definitely think you should go and take a look at. In my opinion, there's some very underrated releases so far this year, so do go and have a little look at the project. Now, obviously, the highlight of this sort of news section is that we have started a Beams account. Now, if you don't know what Beams is, we put together a video on it earlier today. Beams is essentially a short-form podcast network. It's an app you can download and basically listen through people doing sort of TikTok-style podcasting, so short-form, maximum 90-second content of sort of conversation. We've put our first couple out there. We put a clip from our interview we had with Ayra Starr last year, and also a quick review of what we think about the brand new Rema album, which we're going to dive into next. But again, go and check it out. I think it's beams.fm/CubCamTV is the channel. Do go and have a look, and also make sure you follow Palm Wine Pappy on that platform as well. They reached out to him, and that's the reason we know about the platform, so big up him each and every time. Now, into new releases this week. It's actually quite a relaxed week. In regards to the actual mass of releases, there aren't that many to talk about. We actually missed quite a big one last week, which was Kenna and Amaria BB's Mind. Now, we are going to be having Kenna on The Breakfast Show very, very soon, which I'm really excited for, so you may well see a bit more content from her popping up on the channel. But in regards to releases this week, we obviously saw the launch of Techno's new single, Ginger. Really, really cool sounding tune. A lot more experimental and obviously self-produced, as I believe the majority of Techno's material is. Really, really cool sounding tune, this one. Definitely one to check out. The full reaction is available on the page. Yesterday, we also saw the launch of the brand new FIREBOY DML single, Playboy, which I believe is the title track of his forthcoming album as well. Again, really, really nice. Both of these are kind of exploring different rhythms, exploring different soundscapes as well. It's really good to see just how experimental FIREBOY DML has been. We've also seen the launch of Majid's Bittersweet EP. I'm in the DMs with Majid at the moment. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting him on The Breakfast Show very, very soon. But he told me basically one thing to kind of remember about the whole EP is the whole EP is a story as a whole. So he's recommending that people listen through it as a long play rather than picking and choosing singles if you want to kind of get the full kind of depth of what the project is all about. So definitely go and check that one out and give yourself sort of half an hour to listen through the full project. As a sonic experience, I've really enjoyed what I've listened to. I need to sit down this weekend and actually take it in as a whole. But really, really exciting stuff in regards to general releases. We've also seen a new one from Cirksy and Say Ye Vibes with Micros. Again, really, really cool sounding tune. Say Ye Vibes has been releasing a lot of music over the last couple of weeks. Really enjoying this kind of consistent rise of new releases. Really, really cool stuff. And of course, the highlight drop out of all of these is Rema's new album, Rave Roses. We did actually put together a poll on this for the channel, which I'm very excited to look at in regards to what people's favorite release of the week is so far. Really, really interesting. 72% of the poll has gone with Rema on Rave and Roses. So we are going to dive into that a little bit more as we go forward. But back to the general sort of thing of this album. I really enjoyed it. Again, you can check out our quick review of that over on the Beams app. Again, CubCamTV on there. We will be putting together a full review of the project next week once I've had time to take it in full. We'll be doing a full album review. And alongside this as as well. I really like the fact that this album is a very sort of close idea of what Rema is currently working on. It definitely feels like this is a very personal album. It feels like this is Rema going, this is me. I'm not trying to be anyone else. I'm not trying to be as experimental as maybe people thought he would be. He's just trying to be him, and you can hear that running throughout the heart of the album. If you haven't checked it out yet, do go and check it out. We've put a couple of reactions up already today. We put together a reaction for Aroma Baby, and we also have a reaction up for Time and Affection. Also, we have reactions on the channel already for Soundgasm, Calm Down, and FYN, so do go and check all of those out if you want to hear a bit more about what's going on with the album. In regards to new videos as well, Diamond Platnumz has the new video out for Fine. Really cool video. Again, TG Amori doing absolute bits on the directing side of things. Do go and check that one out if you haven't already. Alongside this, we saw the video for last week's release, Ayanya, alongside Ayra Starr. Cool. That is actually out now. The video is available, so do go and check it out. We also saw the video for Harmonize Bakrisa. That is out now as well. We also saw the video land for Terry's Problem as well. Again, really cool tune. We did put the reaction together on the channel for that one. Basiswa has also dropped video visualizers for her project from a little while ago called My Side of the Story. There's loads of visualizers up on her YouTube channel as well if you're looking to kind of get into that. But moving over to the weekly release poll, I kind of focused it on projects this week, which I don't tend to do. I normally try to keep it more about singles, but it's a really interesting scenario we find ourselves in. There are sort of three projects to talk about. Obviously, Rema, Rave Roses, Majid, Bittersweet, and KOFFEE's Gifted album. Very interesting. The actual results of this poll were 166 votes in. This normally gets up to around sort of 600-700, but so far a clear winner. 72% of the vote is going to Rema, Rave, and Roses, 19% going to KOFFEE, Gifted, and 4% going to Majid, Bittersweet, but 5% going with Other, so that's quite interesting indeed. But do make sure you head over to the channel and get involved with the poll. We put them up every single Friday, so you can get involved in these Friday videos, have your opinion heard. Now, moving into the actual charts of what's going on, it's really interesting seeing what's going on the Nigerian Apple Music chart at the moment, because the top 10 currently reads Darko is in 10th with Always featuring Black Sheriff. Rema has places 9, 8, and 7 with tracks off the brand new Rave Roses album. Runaway is in 9th. Hold Me with 6 Lack is in 8th, and Divine is in 7th. In 6th, going down 3 places, you have Asake with Omo Ope featuring Olamide. In 5th, you have Feels and Buju going down 3 places as well with Finesse. In 4th, Rema staying in the same place with Calm Down. Sungba is down 2 places to from Asake down to 3rd, and then the 2nd and 1st places are both taken up by Rema as well, with Chris Brown obviously with Time and Affection, that's in 2nd, and number 1 is Addicted. We will be putting together a reaction for Addicted either today or tomorrow. An interesting thing about this as well, we have seen Rema Soundgasm re-enter the charts in 20th place. Really interesting stuff. AJ Tracy's collaboration with him, FYN, is now up 16 places to 13th, and we also see Rema Dirty coming in at 11th as well. So lots of tracks off that album hitting the billboards nice and early. Now, moving forward, we're going to get into the dancehall side of things again. Obviously, the highlight is KOFFEE's brand new album, Gifted. Slightly short album, I won't lie. 10 tracks is quite short for the amount of time that we've heard this one has been being worked on. We've heard, I think, 3 of the tracks on there before as well. So 7 new tunes off the album. I haven't listened to it in full. Again, I'm slightly disappointed at the fact it is only 10 tracks. The tracks I've heard have all been fantastic, but I just feel it could have been longer. This could have been a more substantial kind of debut album, I suppose, for KOFFEE. Obviously, she had the EP out a couple of years ago, which was the Ragamuffin EP, I believe. But yeah, that's my sort of thing on that one. Do go and check the project out, though. We've reacted to a lot of the tracks off there on this channel. In regards to singles that I've noted, Beanie Man with Air Ya O. Mikey General has a new one out on the reggae side of things called Mama Africa. Chezidek as well, Unchained. Skeng and Stalk Ashley have a wicked new single out called Taliban. Stylo G has a new one out called Camel Toe this week. Nation Boss has a new one out there called Vision. Tentic and Ski Guard have a track out called One Team. Jada Kingdom has a very hilariously named tune tune out called Digmatized, which is very, very funny. Sizzler has a new single out called Eternity as well. We also see Ding Dong with Stir Fry as well. So they are the kind of notable new singles to take a look at. Now, heading over to the iTunes chart for Jamaica, this is where it gets very interesting indeed, because we don't see any entries, as far as I can see, for KOFFEE on this chart. It's still dominated by Shenseea, but running through the top 10, Squash Sweepstake Life is down 2 places. Very interesting indeed. That's down 2 places to 10th. In 9th, down 3 places, Silk Boss with Surgery. Up 1 place, Squash and Shabden Records with Ready. Staying in 7th place, you have Marksman with Verified Chopper 2. Up 4 places, Massacre Moments featuring Stefflon Don. You have Shenseea in 5th and 4th, and 5th you have Shen X Anthem. Henkel Glue is down 1 place into 4th. Marksman Top Kute is up to 3rd, plus 1 place. Can't Anymore from Shenseea is down to 2nd, and Squash Ambala is in number 1 position. So there we go, some very interesting bits on the charts around the different down different countries and different genres. Very interesting stuff indeed. And that pretty much rounds off today's roundup. As always, do remember, Requested Live will be live from 5 p.m. this evening. Very excited to get into today's selection. We're going to be going from 5 till about 6:15 today, which should be very fun indeed. Again, make sure you get your requests in nice and early. The live stream page is available to check out now. Get your requests in very early and you have your track more likely to be listened to. On top of this as well, do make sure you're getting involved with numerous different avenues we are doing. Make sure you do follow the Beams page. That is beams.fm/CubCamTV. We're going to be uploading to that regularly. Also, if you want to stay up to date with the latest releases that we are reviewing and covering, make sure you head over to Fresh Afrobeat Flavor, the playlist on Spotify. We update it near enough every day. Go and check it out. It's very much full of wavy tunes. And alongside that as well, make sure you are following the TikTok at KXVU on there. Now, hopefully you have a good weekend. We'll be back at 5 p.m. To get into this into today's episode of Requested Live. That's it from me, though. Hopefully you have enjoyed this edition of the Friday review. We shall see you all next time, my friends. Peace.
Them sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.